BigCommerce is one of the most popular all-in-one e-commerce platforms and has been around since about 2009. One of the biggest differences between BigCommerce and some of the other e-commerce platforms I've reviewed like Shopify and Weebly e-commerce is that BigCommerce offers a lot more built-in options that are usually add-ons with other platforms. I'll make sure to show you some examples of this throughout the video. While they offer a lot more built-in options, it's still simple enough to use that even someone with no website design or e-commerce experience can probably figure it out and build a store on their own. If you're watching this video, you probably found me through my popular Shopify video. If you didn't watch my Shopify video, I'll link to it here and at the end of the video. Shopify is another great e-commerce option, and it'd be smart to compare it with BigCommerce to see which is better for you. You can also feel free to contact me if you're having trouble deciding which one will work better for you, and I'll be happy to help you out. So let's go ahead and jump into BigCommerce and I'll show you what it can do. I'm actually using a trial account. They do offer a free trial, which is nice. So you can give it a try for, I think it's a few days or maybe 7 days to see how it works. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. And this is the main screen that you'll land on. It's pretty clean interface, just black and white colors. One of the things I do like about BigCommerce is they kind of walk you through some of the process of creating a website. So they give you step by step the things you need to do. You could obviously go through all these options on the left, and I'll go through some of them in this walkthrough, but they give you some of the basic things you need to do to get your store ready to go, like adding products, setting your tax rates, and reviewing and testing your store. So that's all right on the dashboard when you log in. One of the first things you're going to do when you create your trial account is choose a design theme for your store. I already did that in my account, but I'm going to go back to the options for choosing a theme just to kind of show you what they offer. There's about 60 themes you can choose from. There are about 10 to 15 that are free, and most of them are mobile responsive. One of the complaints that I did read a lot online is that many people said the themes were a little bit dated, and I also did read that they've updated their themes recently, so you'll find a lot of modern themes, but you'll also find some in here that look just a little bit dated, like they might be 3 or 4 years old, and you could kind of tell just by looking at them. But there's a lot of good options here, and most people should be able to find something that's going to work for them if they're not too picky. As I'm scrolling through here, you'll see some of them are $129, $150, $140. So you're going to spend $100 to $200. Here's one for $250. So you're going to spend a little bit to get a theme if you're going to choose one of these premium themes. But like I said, there are 10 to 15 free themes that you can choose from. And once you choose your theme, your site's going to be created as one of the first steps. And you can always click on this little storefront icon here to open your store. So I'm going to go ahead and open that in a new tab. And the theme I chose looks like this, and it's already populated with sample products and pretty much ready to go. So you can see how quick you can set up a store. Obviously, you're going to need to add your own products and customize everything, but I'm going to show you how that works. So if we go through these links on the left-hand side, the first one is dashboard. That's where we are now. The second one is orders, and this is where you can view the orders that have come through on your site. You can view them, you can add orders manually, you can search and export them to a file. Also down here you can view shipments, tracking numbers, and gift certificates. I'm not going to go through all these things in detail, but I will show you the information they show for a single order. So I put through one example order, and you can see the information that's shown, the billing and shipping information, information on the order, the grand total. This one's awaiting payment. So they do give you a lot of information for the orders, and you can get that all here. You can export it depending on how you need to process your orders. The next tab is products, and that's pretty important because that's where you're going to add and manage all your products. So I'm going to try to go through most of these links here. This theme I'm using, I think most of the themes with BigCommerce will have pre-populated products just as an example. So these are sample products that have been added for me. So you can see this list of products shows the image, product SKU, stock, so you can manage inventory, product name, price, and then a few other actions here. So if I click on one of these, it'll bring up the details for that specific product, and I can edit a sample product. And here's one place where you're going to see the number of options that BigCommerce includes. A lot of other e-commerce platforms like Shopify and Weebly e-commerce will have a much more simplified process here for adding products. And simple is good, but the nice thing about BigCommerce is they give you a lot of options here that many people don't need, but some people are going to need a few of these options and they're going to find them really useful. So here's some of the basic stuff for the product. Basic information like name, price, tax class, Avalara, product code. I know Avalara is a tax software you can use to figure out your taxes, sales taxes for the store. Here's your category. You can change the product type to physical product or a downloadable product. Product SKUs, weight and size. Here's the description of the product. So this will go on the product page, and I will point out that the text editor here is a little bit basic. You can do a lot here with basic text and add links. There's a YouTube button here. So you might need to know a little bit of HTML in order to manipulate this, but it will allow you to do the basics. And if we scroll down, you'll see there's shipping here, and I'll show you the shipping options a little bit later. And then availability, so you can turn on and off the availability of a product. So that's just the first tab in this product page, and it's called Details. So I can click through all these different tabs up here, and you'll see all the different options available. So there's multiple product images you can drag. So depending on the theme you're using, you can have multiple product images, and people can click through a gallery of your product images. See, this sample product has 3 images. You can add a YouTube video. That's kind of a nice feature that allows you to just paste in a YouTube link, whereas a lot of other platforms, you would need to add in a YouTube embed code within the description of the product. If I click on inventory, this is where you manage inventory. So you can change the stock level. Under options, you could change product options. So this is where you would create different variations like size and colors. They have a video here that helps you out in building product options. And then you could create option sets so that you can have a product option set that is used for a different number of products. So you can edit an option set rather than having to edit the options on all of your products. Say if you have 20 shirts and then you add a color for all your shirts, you can just change the option set rather than changing all 20 products individually. Custom fields are a nice feature that a lot of people need in other platforms, and they're not always easy to create, but they're very easy to create in BigCommerce. You can just create a custom field name, and you could customize it. So what this is used for is, for example, if you're doing custom t-shirts and you want someone to be able to type in a word or the name that they want on like a customizable product, you could just you can just add text here like add your name, and then people will be able to type their name in the box on the order screen. So you can have different types of fields like short text, a text area. People can upload a file, or you can have checkbox or select boxes. So that's a nice feature that's built right in. And on a lot of other platforms, you might need to use an app or some kind of add-on to create custom fields. They have some information for Google Shopping. And then under other details, they have a lot of other options you can edit. You may not need these. They're all optional, but they will be useful for a lot of people, like a global trade item number, manufacturer number, product UPC. You can change the related products, bin picking. There's some SEO information in here like search keywords, product tags, gift wrapping, product condition. So I'll scroll through here and you can see a bunch of the options. There's some search engine optimization down here, some Facebook integration, accounting, Peachtree. So you just see the number of options they give just for one product. So you can see the number of options they give for products, and this would all be the same if you're adding a new product. I'm just editing a sample product. There's a few more tabs like delivery, event date, and this would be used if your customers need this to specify a specific date, and this would be used for like delivery of flowers, for example. And then there's a bulk pricing tab where you can add discounts for specific products depending on maybe a certain number, quantity, or dollar amount that they purchased for that item. So if we look under the products tab again, you'll see some other options there, like add, which is where you go to add a new product. You can search your products. You can import and export using CSV files that'll open in Microsoft Excel. Down below you see product categories. You can create categories and organize your products that way, and they'll also show on your website. So these product categories will also show in the website navigation depending on what theme you're using. So if I go over to my website, you can see the ladies, men's, and accessories and sale are the different categories, and there are subcategories. So if I go back to the categories page, these little plus icons open up and will show me the subcategories for that category. So all your products can be organized in these different categories. And this page will show you how many products you have in each, and you could change their visibility in the menu on your site. So if we go back to the products tab, product options is what I showed you earlier with the sizes and colors that you can create for products, basically variations of your products. The product filters is another method of allowing your customers to sort through your products using different options. It's actually only available right now if you upgrade your plan to the enterprise plan, which is kind of one of their more expensive plans. So I'm a little surprised that they don't give that option in some of their lower level upgraded plans, but it basically allows people to search through using options like brand, color. So they're not necessarily categories, but people can select black, blue, or green and then see all the products you have in that category. So you would add these options as tags when you're creating a product. And then there are some other things under the products tab like product reviews, brands, and then import and export of SKUs. And I'm not going to go through each of those options right now. If we go to the customers link, you can view, add, search, import, and export, and manage your customer groups. So if I go to view customers, it should show me one customer that I had for the sample order that I created. So if I click on this customer, it'll give me more information on them. Just basic information like name and email address, phone number, whether or not they have store credits. You can add store credit to their account right here. Shows whether or not they are receiving emails from you, and you can change their password. The next section on the left-hand side is called content. And this is where you actually add static content to your site in the form of web pages and blog, and you can also manage your images here. So this will use the same HTML editor that we've seen in the product editor page. So if I click on like the shipping and returns page, for example, you can always create new pages, but I'm just going to show you some of the sample pages that they've created for me already. I can choose what this website link is going to, what it's going to do, and the default would be just containing content created using the editor below. You can also have it linked to another website or document, or display content from an RSS feed, or you can have it contain a contact form for like a contact page. So I can change the page name, URL, and then just use their editor to create the content of the page. I can change some navigation options and some advanced options like SEO, title, keywords, and description. For people who are a little bit more advanced, you could change the template layout. So you can edit the HTML template and create different pages that have different looks. You can also do this with product pages. You can give different product pages different templates and edit them, and that would allow you to change the look of different product pages by just changing the template layout file and not having to edit each one individually. You can also choose which page is your home page or restrict customers based on whether or not they've logged in. Under content, you can also manage your blog, which just gives a few other options. So if I just click on the blog post that they have here as an example, I can choose a title and again use their editor to create a blog post. Can have an author and tags and a thumbnail image. So it's very similar to just creating a page on your site, but you can display it as a blog in a blog format on your live site. And then the image manager is just where you'll upload images that you can use throughout your site. And these would typically just be used on your content pages and not with products. Products would be added on the pages where you add and edit products. I haven't found anywhere where you can bulk upload images. For example, if you have like 2,000 products and you don't want to add each image manually when you add products, some people might want to upload all 2,000 images at once and then just link to them from the image or from the product pages as they create the products. But if you click upload images here, it appears that I can only add one image at a time, so this probably isn't the answer for uploading bulk images. I assume they allow that somewhere, so we'll have to see if we come across it as we continue through the BigCommerce account here. The next tab on the left-hand side is marketing. There's a lot of good stuff in here, a lot of things that are add-ons and a lot of other platforms, but they're included with BigCommerce. The first thing is homepage carousel, which may depend on the design theme you're using, but you can customize the images you're using on the homepage slider. So it looks like you can add multiple images and change how fast they rotate. The next thing under marketing is banners. This allows you to add banners throughout your site. For example, if you want to sell advertising or maybe promote different special deals on your site. The next link is coupon codes. And here you can manage all the coupon codes and give them out to people to offer discounts on your site. If we click on create a coupon code, you'll see the options they give. And it looks like you could have a dollar amount off the order total or a percentage off. You can also offer free shipping. And you can also set the expiration date or number of uses for a coupon. If you want to just give it to one person and make sure they don't share it with anyone else, you can do that. So lots of options for coupons. Under marketing, there's also built-in discount. So you can offer discounts by default. For example, you can offer free shipping, or if people purchase a certain amount, you can offer certain discounts on products, brands, or certain categories. So there's lots of options for offering discounts without a coupon, but just built right into your site depending on the type of purchase people make. There are abandoned cart notifications, so if people add products to a cart and then abandon their cart or exit your site for some reason, you can create some notifications that are built in, so it'll email people and allow them to recover their cart and complete their purchase. There's some Google AdWords, Yahoo, and Google Store integrations here, which I won't get into. There's email marketing options, and they can integrate with some of the more popular email providers like MailChimp, iContact, and Constant Contact. So you can have a built-in newsletter. There are built-in gift certificates, which is a nice feature because a lot of e-commerce platforms don't allow this by default, and BigCommerce does. It might depend on which type of or which level account you have, but this will allow people to purchase gift certificates to your store and give them out to other people. Underneath marketing, you see some other things I won't get into, but there's gift certificate templates that can be modified, and there's some eBay, Facebook, Google Shopping integrations, and you could also have comparison sites built in for people to compare your prices to other sites. The next section on the left is analytics, and you'll see there's a lot of different categories here, and I'm not going to go through each one, but I did click through them a little bit, and they offer a lot of great information. I'll just click on this overview page so you can get an idea of the information they show. Like orders, and obviously there's no orders in here except for that one sample order I gave, which was unpaid. So there's orders, revenue, customers, visits, conversion rate, and the average order value. So they have some nice graphs. They show you purchase funnels, so how people move through your site. There's some information on abandoned carts and top products and categories, and then some geographical information. So lots of good analytics for people who have high volume traffic and sales. You're going to get a lot of good information about your visitors and customers. That's going to help you increase your sales and increase your conversions. They do have an app marketplace for BigCommerce, but if I click on it, you'll see there aren't a lot of apps. So compared to a platform like Shopify that has a lot of apps, there aren't nearly as many in BigCommerce, but some people might find some of these useful. There are some free apps, and some of them come with a monthly price. The next link on the left-hand side is settings, and if I scroll over there, you'll see all the settings that pop up. I can't go through all of these, obviously, but there are a few important things I should show you. Like if I click on design, it'll take me back to the page I showed you where I can choose themes. But I should also show you the style editor, because you can edit HTML and CSS for people who are more advanced and want to make some customizations, but there's a style editor that allows you to quickly change some of the styles on your site, like colors for different areas. I can change the color of text. I can change some different colors in the footer. So most of this is just the colors. Here I can change the number of columns of products that are shown. Can also change some of the fonts throughout the site. So that's a real quick way to just give your site a different look without having to know any code. You can just click through these colors and change the colors real quick. And back under settings, there's the payment section, which is pretty important. I assume you all want to get paid when you sell your products on your store. So if we click on payments, we can quickly look at some of the payment options they give. They do accept PayPal, credit cards through Stripe. So those are their two recommended options. PayPal Express Checkout, which is really for people to log into PayPal and make a payment, but they can also use a credit card there. But this option with Stripe will allow people to check out right on your store pages. So it's a more seamless process than sending them to PayPal. So those are their recommended options, but they do have a lot of other options, like some offline payment methods like bank deposit, cash on delivery, or check. And then there's other online payment methods, and it includes a lot of popular payment processors like 2Checkout, Authorize.net, First Data Global Gateway, and then a few others I'll scroll through here, including PayPal Payments Pro, Square, WorldPay, some of the more popular ones. So you can set those up, but it's going to be really easy to set up PayPal and Stripe. You really just turn them on and enter your account details. So back under settings, you'll have to work on your shipping and tax. So they give you a lot of built-in shipping options. So you can create some default shipping rules based on geographical areas. And then they have some more advanced shipping option integrations like shipping powered by Indicia, and also Shipper HQ, which some people use to just kind of take control of shipping rates and options and kind of streamline the whole shipping process. So lots of nice integrations that are often add-ons with other e-commerce platforms. So you can also customize taxes, and they do have an option where they figure out all the sales tax automatically for you, and it says that that's powered by the Avalara program. But you can manually set up your tax zones and sales taxes. You can change currencies, and they have some accounting integrations like with QuickBooks or other software. And then back under settings, I can't go through all this, but there's just general account settings, invoices for your payments to BigCommerce, analytics. You can customize some things about the checkout. You can customize the order notifications that get sent to your customers. You can add shipping managers that can log in to your account or just get the shipping information. You can also manage comments, live chat. And then you see some of the other options here, like server settings where you can change the domains you're using, and redirects, SSL certificates. We won't get into all that, but I'm not going to get into all those details here. So that's really the guts of BigCommerce, the back end where you do all the work to create your store. Obviously, it's really important what the end result looks like, because that's what your customers are going to see. I haven't spent a lot of time customizing this, but this is what my live site looks like without really doing any work to it. This yellow box is showing just because I haven't launched the site. But you can scroll down. This is that carousel that can be customized. And then here's what the products look like for this theme that I chose. And this is a free theme. You can click Quick View and it'll pop up a larger image. So here's the product options where you can choose a size, color, quantity, and then you can add it to the cart. And then it shows me my total so far, and I can continue shopping, or I can go view the cart. Here's a shopping cart. Shows me all my options. I could change the quantity again, estimate shipping and tax depending on those options that you set. Here you see some options for coupon codes, redeeming gift certificates, signing up for a newsletter. So if I click proceed to checkout, I can check out as a guest, or I can create an account. Returning customers can log in, so all their information will already be entered. I'm going to click continue as a guest just to show you the checkout screen. So people would fill out all their information and they'd go through these steps here, shipping details and order confirmation. They'd choose their payment information on here, but I don't have any payment set up. So there'd be a step in here for payment, and then they would click submit and they would be done. So obviously the look of the site is going to be determined by the theme that you choose and all the customizations that you make. But you can tell just by looking at mine without any extra work done. It looks pretty nice. I mean, this is a very clean theme. It's all white, but the checkout process is pretty smooth and seamless. I did a test product purchase, and it all worked pretty well. And the order information went to the order reports, as you saw, as I showed you earlier. So overall, I do like BigCommerce. It is a little bit more complex than some other options like Weebly eCommerce, Shopify, which might be easier to use for beginners, whereas BigCommerce might be more designed for higher level enterprise companies. But like I said at the beginning, it is simple enough for someone to pick up and use. The design themes, because they're all designed in-house, are not really as advanced as what you might find with Shopify. Because Shopify has third-party designers who are always creating themes and designs for their stores. So you might find some better designs with Shopify, but the ones with BigCommerce are definitely good enough. But the real selling point of BigCommerce is some of those advanced features that I showed you that are built in, like gift certificates and some of the discount options, gift wrapping, custom fields. Some of those things are add-ons with other e-commerce platforms, or some platforms just don't offer them at all. They're built right into BigCommerce. So some of those things might be major selling points. For example, if you want to offer gift certificates, BigCommerce does it real seamlessly. And they also have a lot of integrations like accounting, tax, shipping integrations that are built right in. So some of those things might be huge selling points for some people. If you're interested in how BigCommerce compares to Shopify or Weebly eCommerce, you can check out my blog post that's linked below this video, and I'll give more information. And as I said, feel free to contact me if you're wanting to create an online store, but you're not sure which of these platforms is the best fit for you. I've kind of tested all of them, or most of them, so I can kind of help point you in the right direction so that you don't have to spend too much time trying to figure out which one's right for you. So make sure to like this video if you found it useful. And if you have any comments or questions, just make sure to post below the YouTube video and I'll make sure to answer those. You can check out some of my other reviews on e-commerce platforms like Weebly eCommerce and Shopify, and we'll see you on the next video.